In the last video, we looked at how to protect a workbook or spreadsheet using Tools, Options, and the Security tab to add passwords to either open the document or to modify the document. But that works on the whole document, and sometimes it can be useful just to protect parts of a document. That's what we're going to look at now. If we want to protect a specific worksheet, for example, I've got one here called Protect Cells, then we can do Tools, Protection, then Protect Sheet. And because we got that particular sheet protected, that's the one that we're protecting. I can add a password if I want, but I don't need to. Just to keep things nice and simple, I'm not going to save a little bit of typing, but we could add a password in there. We can protect for all kinds of things. So we can prevent people from deleting columns or prevent people from inserting rows. We could prevent people from using pivot table reports. So there's all kinds of things we can do, but I'm just going to keep it the absolute basics. I'm going to allow users to select the locked cells, select unlocked cells, but not do anything else. So we click on OK. This worksheet is now protected. So if I try to click a cell, that's fine, it allows me to do that. If I try to modify a cell, let's change this number to 300. As soon as I start typing, I get a warning message that says it's protected and therefore read only, and tells me I can use the Tools menu to unprotect the worksheet. So that was Tools, Protection, and now we've changed to Unprotect, and I can now make changes. That's rather a large method of doing things. What we can do is narrow things down and just protect or unprotect certain cells. By default, if you look at the formatting of a cell, then look at the Protection tab at the end, by default this tick is in that says it's locked. And what that means is when we lock the worksheet using Tools, Protect, then the cell is locked. And that's what happened when we did that process. If we want to make certain cells available, then if we select them first and then do Format Cells, Protection tab, remove the tick from this box so that when we protect they are not locked. Click on OK. Now go through the protection part, Tools, Protection, Protect Sheet. I won't give it a password, but you can. Click on OK. Now whatever cell I select is protected. Won't let me make any changes apart from these three cells here, because I chose not to lock them. Let's try it by changing this number to 200. Yes, it allows me to do it. So I can modify these cells, the data entry cells, but I can't update the formula by mistake or the label by mistake. I remove that protection. So that was looking at the properties of the cells by selecting them and then doing Format, Cells, Protection. Deciding whether or not we want those specific cells locked or unlocked. If you wanted to invert the whole thing and make it so that people could make any changes apart from on certain cells, then we could do this the other way around. We could select the whole worksheet and do Format, Cells, and make sure they're not locked, but perhaps just the formula ones. Let's lock those. So Format, Cells, Protection. We'll put a tick in the box for that. Now when we protect the worksheet, I can make changes to all the cells without any problem, but I can't delete the formulas or make any to the formulas. So you just have to decide which way round you want to do things. If you notice, when I select that formula cell, I can see the formula in the formula bar. We can switch that little feature off, so let's have a look at that. First of all, we need to unprotect the worksheet. Now when we select these cells with the formulas in, you can't do it to just a blanket operation throughout the workbook. You've got to select the cells that you want to do this on. Then we can do Format Cells, Protection tab again, and it's simply this tick box here hidden. And then OK. So now when I protect the cells, the worksheet, and OK. Now when I select those cells, not only can't I modify it, but you'll notice the formula itself is missing from the formula bar. It is not displayed. That's a useful way of protecting your really important formula that you've spent hours creating and don't want to let anybody else know how to do it. So that's protecting individual cells. It's a two-part process. You select the cells you want to work with, switch the format protection off first. Select the cells you want to work with, do the formatting cells on the protection tab, choose whether you want these particular cells locked or unlocked, formulas hidden or unhidden. Once you've made those choices, you then apply the protection.